the European LCS summer split. Alliance have broken away from the pack and are now in first place all by themselves at 5 wins and 1 loss. Then it's back into the Titanic table in second, where we have SK Gaming and the Super Hot Crew with 4 wins and 2 losses.
And in 4th place, we have Fnatic and Millennium, tied at 3 wins and 3 losses. And after that, of course, we have the Copenhagen Wolves and Gambit, they're tied together in 6th place at 2 wins and 4 losses. And down in the bottom, we have Rocket, who lost today against the Copenhagen Wolves with only 1 win and then 5 losses.
Yeah, the action really ratcheted up today, and well, today has been the dubious distinction of being the bloodiest 4-game day in the European LCS so far, with absolute multitude of kills. Real action-packed day. Over 100 kills, in fact, we had today, which is pretty impressive stuff. So let's take a look at our lineup of OP players who excelled in their positions this week while racking up that incredible number of kills. Starting off for our top laner, this time chose Mima.
So, last game he played here, we just saw it against Gambit. He went Dr. Mundo, got to late game part where he just became this unkillable Dr. Mundo. And yesterday on Shyvana, he was unstoppable. He picked up 5 kills as top lane Shyvana here. Most of them even by himself in split push against Youngbuck on Vladimir. So beautiful performance by Mima this week, and he's really stepping up his play.
So into the jungle role then. From Alliance, we took Shook, integral part of their team.
Almost managed, this guy almost managed actually to carry Alliance in the early game by himself. But he doesn't need to, because of course every single lane for Alliance is doing so well. And it opens up for Shook now to just be everywhere he wants to be on the map. Set up kills left and right. He's managed to pick Lee Sin pretty much every game he actually wants to. And it's something teams need to be careful about, because his Lee Sin is just beautiful.
Oh, in the mid lane, we've just seen him in our last game going pretty crazy on that Kale. It's of course Selfie from the Super Hot Crew.
Very, very strong performance. Nidalee yesterday, Kale today, of course. Really liking these different kind of mid lane champions from what we saw last split from him, of course, where it was more of LeBlanc types. Now he's focused more on Nidalee. We have Kale here, and it works for him. It works for Super Hot Crew. They're very good at going also to these mid-late game points where they can focus on having Selfie, land some good spears, to just go completely crazy and Kale here. And overall, he's actually been very consistent.
Very, very incredible performance from Selfie. Into the AD carries then, and again another Alliance member. This time Tab so good this week. So
good, and this guy was a bit of a slump last split, but now this split here, he's really just stepped it up from the start. You see Alliance also building comms around saying, we know Tabs can carry on these AD carries here, so we can go Lulu mid. We know we won't like any damage here, of course, and it really works for Alliance. And him and Nif together as well down the bottom lane actually managed to pick up quite a lot of kills just in the laning phase, 2v2.
And in support, we just heard from there in the interview, again from the Super Hot Crew, we will fail her.
Pretty much one of the biggest playmaking supports we have in Europe at the moment. His hooks land left and right. He sets up kills for Super Hot Crew. His Leona has been great. We saw him in the last game again, landing hook after hook. Yesterday against Copenhagen Wolves, he caught out Kautat multiple times, got Super Hot Crew ahead, and therefore actually managed to give them pretty much the entire mid game, and they took it and used it and just pushed their advantage and won the game. So for me, we will fail her. It's really impressing me.
Really strong start to his career here with the Super Hot Crew, but of course one of those players managed to go above and beyond this week, so we are awarding the MVP to Shook. Brilliant play from him this week.
Fantastic play this week. Again, he got Lee Sin twice. It's been his main champion, and every single time he gets Lee Sin, we just see him set up kills, set up beautiful kicks into the rest of Alliance, and they can manage to get kills.
And we actually have a clip ready that highlights his performance this week, from landing first blood against Millennium to securing the last kill in a team fight against SK Gaming to clinch the match. Shook's Flying Monk showed iron will in both of Alliance's wins.
He does jump in, he could get flayed straight away. Oh,
there it is, just use it, there's the Death Sentence, hooks him in! And Shook follows straight through with a Sonic Wave.
This is a very, very messy fight. Shook in the middle of them, gonna try and kick Candy Pan in the back, does do that, they're gonna take him down! Absolutely brilliant. The kicks over and over in combo with Nif, so good.
And this is what we've pretty much been told by all the Alliance members last split about Shook here. In scrims, you're just an absolute monster. He would just make plays left and right, but we didn't see it in the LCS. Now this split, all of a sudden here, because everyone is doing well in the lanes, opens up for Shook to just make plays left and right. And I remember Froggen actually in one of the interviews telling us, Shook doesn't call anything. He doesn't say, I'm going to kick this guy back. He just goes in, kicks the guy back, and if you're not ready, the guy's going to escape. If you're going to kill him instantly. So you have this jungler here who's just making some sick plays, and you don't even know when they're actually going to happen.
Getting himself a well-deserved MVP. And guys, of course, the action will continue tomorrow with Week 2 of the North American LCS Summer Split. They will begin the day with Counter Logic Gaming versus Team Solo Mid. Real highlight start to the day, followed by Complexity versus Evil Geniuses.
Then LMQ will take on Team Dignitas, followed by Cloud9 versus Curse. And after the LCS matches, the North American Challenger Series quarterfinals will feature XDG taking on Frank Fang Gaming in a best-of-3. And those matches begin on Saturday at 9 p.m. Central European Summer Time, which of course is 12 noon Pacific.
And the European LCS will continue next Thursday, right after a brand new preview show. We'll kick off Week 3 with Alliance versus Rocket, top versus bottom that game, and then SK Gaming will take on Millennium.
And after that, we have Super Hard Crew against Fnatic. Both teams won today, remember. And then Copenhagen Wolves will take on Gambit Gaming.
Of course, that all starts next Thursday, June the 5th at 5:30 p.m. Central European Summer Time, which is 8:30 a.m. Pacific. But right now, it's time for the European Challenger Series quarterfinals, where Chantal Machtwau square off against Gamers 2.